Hello students, welcome to Ganesh Coaching and Commerce classes. Earlier we have started practice set 2.1 in which we have completed till question number 4. Today we will start question number 5. Let's start. Okay. Here in the given figure, line AB is parallel to line CD. Here two lines, that is AB and CD, are parallel to each other, and there is another line, that is PQ, is acting as transversal. Okay. Here PQ is transversal, which is intersecting these two parallel lines at distinct point, okay, R and T. And one of the angle is given here. We have given one angle, that is of PRT. That is how much it is. Measure of PRT is 105 degree. And by this we have to find out the four angles here. Okay, first one is ART here. Second one is CTQ here, third one is DTQ here, and last one PRB upper side. Okay, so let's start solving this. First of all, we will find first one. What is the first one here? Angle ART. Okay, angle ART. AB is parallel to CD, and we have given one angle, that is BRT. So what is the relation between ART and BRT? Okay, these two angles are angles in linear pair, because these angles lie on a single line and either side. Okay, so we can term as these two angles are angles in linear pair. Okay, so here directly we can write angle ART plus angle BRT is equal to 180. Reason: angles in linear pair. Okay, so we have given the value of BRT, that is how much it is, 105 degree. So angle ART plus 105 degree is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now 105 will go right hand side and converts into minus. Okay, so here 180 minus 105 degree. Okay, so what is the value of ART now? 180 minus 105, how much it is? 75 degree. So here we solve first one, that is angle ART. Now in second one we have to find angle CTQ. Okay, angle CTQ. Is there any relation between angle CTQ and any of the angle above this? Okay, yes, here we are seeing that angle CTQ and angle ART are corresponding angle, because these two angles look like same. Okay, so we can term these two angles as corresponding angle. For writing corresponding angle, we have to write in statement that second one here, line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, and which line is acting as transversal here? PQ. Okay, and PQ is transversal. Now which two angle will corresponding angle? Angle ART and angle CTQ. So here angle CTQ is equal to angle ART. What is the reason behind this? We have to write corresponding angles. Okay, by corresponding angles theorem. So what is the value of ART? We found that how much it is, 75 degree. So value of CTQ, measure of angle CTQ will be 75 degree. So here we solved two angles. Now we have to find another two angles, remaining two angles. Okay, so here DTQ. Okay, so first of all we have to trace where is DTQ. DTQ. Okay, so here we can find the measure of DTQ by two methods. Okay, we have already found the value of CTQ. Now CTQ and DTQ are the angles in linear pair, or we can find by this angle, okay, BRT. Okay, when we are seeing BRT and DTQ are corresponding angles. Okay, so we can find here the measure of DTQ by two methods. Okay, I am solving it by angles in linear pair. You can solve it by corresponding angles also. Okay, so here angle, I am solving by angles in linear pair. So angle CTQ plus angle DTQ. Okay, angle CTQ plus angle DTQ will be how much? It is 180 degree. Okay, what reason we have to write? Because these two angles make angles in linear pair in either side, so measure will be 180 degree. Okay, angles in linear pair. Okay, so what is the value of here DTQ? DTQ we have to find. What is the value of CTQ here? We have found that value of CTQ is 75 degree plus DTQ is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now 75 will go right hand side and converts into minus. So here 180 minus 75, how much it is? 105 degree. Okay, if we solve taking corresponding angle, so directly the value of DTQ will be the value of BRT, that is 105 degree. Okay, so you can solve by any of the methods here. Now in final we have to find the angle, measure of angle PRB. Okay, so first of all trace where is PRB. Okay, so what is the relation between these two angles to the PRB? Okay, we can find the measure of PRB by two methods. Okay, first one is by angles in linear pair, or second one is by vertically opposite angle. Okay, so we are going to solve by easy method here, which is vertically opposite angle. Okay, so fourth one we will write angle ARD is equal to angle PRB. So here we will write angle PRB is congruent to angle ART. Okay, by which property, by which theorem? Vertically opposite angle, because these two angles lie between x, okay, and opposite side of the each other. So here we will write that vertically opposite angles. Okay, now what is the value of ART? That is, we found that value of ART is 75 degree. So the value of PRB will be equal to 75 degree. Okay, so here we found the all four values which we have asked in the question to find. Okay, so this type of question you will ask in exam for 3 marks. Okay, this is approx easy questions. Okay, you have to try different types of questions from example also. Okay, so now we completed here practice set 2.1. let's start practice set 2.2. in practice set 2.2, question number 1 is that in the given figure, okay, here again we have given one figure, in that angle y and angle x, the measure of angle y and measure of angle x we have given, that is 108 degree and 71 degree. Okay, so here it is 71 and it is 108 degree. So are the line M and N are parallel. Okay, so here we have asked that we have given the value of x and y, and we have asked that the line M and N are parallel or not. Okay, so here we have to justify. We have learned the properties when there are two parallel lines and one transversal. Okay, so the angles in linear pair are 180 degree supplementary, means that the measure of angles of interior angle. Okay, interior angles are also supplementary angle. Okay, and we learned that the property of vertically opposite angle, and we saw the property of alternate angle. Okay, so alternate angle are congruent, and as well as vertically opposite angles are congruent. And when there are two parallel line and one transversal, then the interior angles are supplementary angles. Okay, so this theorem, these properties we have learned. Okay, now here we have given the measure of angle x and measure of angle y, and we have asked that we have to prove that m and n are parallel. Okay, if it is not parallel, so we have to justify. So let's start. First of all, we will take the values which we have given here, the values of x and the values of y. Okay, so here the values of x is what is how much it is 71 degree. So measure of angle x is equal to 71 degree. We will make it as equation number 1, and the measure of angle y is equal to 108 degree. We will make it the equation number 2. Okay, and we saw the property of interior angle, that is what is that the property of interior angle, that interior angles are supplementary angle. And what is the supplementary means? 180 degree means that sum of interior angle is 180 degree. So when we add these two angles, if we are getting 180 degrees, so we can call that m and n are parallel to each other. If it is not 180 degree, then m and n are not parallel to each other. Okay, so here we have to add equation 1 and equation 2. So here adding equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, so what we are getting here, angle x plus angle y is equal to 71 degree plus 108 degree. Okay, so what is the value of angle x plus angle y? 1 plus 8 9. Okay, 7 plus 10 17. Okay, so here we got the value, that is sum of the interior angle is 179 degree, not equal to 180 degree, so that m and n are not parallel line. So here we will term as angle x and angle y are interior angles. Okay, and measure of angle x and measure of angle y are interior angles, and sum of interior angles, or we can write at the place of sum of interior angle that interior angles are not supplementary. Okay, if we got the value, that is angle x plus angle y is equal to 180, so here we have to write that interior angles are supplementary. Okay, so here we did not get the value angle x plus angle y is equal to 180, so here we wrote that interior angles are not supplementary, hence line M is not parallel. We can make it by sign this. Okay, or we can write in statement that line M and line N are not parallel. Okay, so here we justified our answer that we got the value of interior angle, that is sum of interior angle not equal to 180 degree. Okay, so this was our explanation, that is interior angles are not supplementary. That's why we conclude that this line M and N are not parallel to each other. Okay, so here we completed question 1. Let's start question 2. So here in question number 2, we have given again a figure. In the given figure, angle A is congruent to angle B. So here angle A and angle B are equal, and by that we have to prove line L is parallel to line M. Okay, here we have given one relation between A and B, that these two angles are congruent, and by this we have to prove the line L and line M are parallel to each other. Okay, if we start solving this question, okay, so we have at least one relation, but when we are looking into the figure, there is no relation in this time between A and B. Okay, so I already told you that if there is no relation between any two of the angles, okay, so we have to take one angle. Okay, we have to assume one angle. Okay, by that we can create here the relationship between the given angles. Okay, so here I am assuming that this angle is C. Okay, so now we can create the relationship between B and C by corresponding angle. So here consider C as shown in the figure. Okay, so here A and C are vertically opposite angle. Okay, first of all we have to write what we have given here. Angle A is congruent to angle B. Okay, this we have given in the question, and we here assume angle C. Okay, and angle A and C are equal by which property? Vertically opposite angle. Okay, so here therefore angle A is congruent to angle C. Okay, by which property? Vertically opposite angles. Okay, now we have to make here equation, that is equation 1 and equation 2. Now we have to compare equation 1 to the equation 2. What angles we are getting here common? Okay, that angle we have to cancel. I told you in practice set 2.1, when we are comparing two equations, then the common term will cancel each other. Okay, so here angle A and angle A will cancel to each other, and what we get here, angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay, we get here that angle B is congruent to angle C. If this is congruent, then what can be termed here? Okay, that is B and C. When B and C will congruent to each other? When these two will be corresponding angle. Okay, if B and C are corresponding angle, then L and M should be parallel to each other. Okay, because here we got that angle C is equal to angle B, means that this is corresponding angle, and when this will be held when L and M are parallel to each other and line N is transversal. Okay, so here line L is parallel to line M. Okay, by which test we wrote this? Because the corresponding angle. Okay, so by corresponding angles test. Okay, by corresponding angles test we conclude here that line L is parallel to line M, which we have to prove in the which we have to ask to prove in the questions. Okay, so here we proved that line L is parallel to line M, which by the property of corresponding angle test. Okay, so here we completed two questions from practice set 2.2, and remaining of the question I will solve it in the next lecture. Okay, so these questions are very important. Okay, so you have to solve all the questions which we done today twice. Okay, and further if you have any difficulties, then you can ask me. Okay, thank you.